Cauvery Water Management Authority held in the national capital has resulted in a setback of sorts for Karnataka and a win for Tamil Nadu. Cauvery Water Management Authority upheld the CWRC order recommending Karnataka to actually go ahead and release 5,000 cusecs of water to Tamil Nadu every day for the next 15 days. Well, this comes despite Karnataka's strong objection to yesterday's order. Now, in the meeting of the Cauvery Management Commission, the Tamil Nadu government had been demanding the release of at least about 24,000 cusecs of water. Currently, Karnataka, of course, is supplying 1,900 cusecs of water to Tamil Nadu. Now, the former Chief Minister, Prashanth has hit out at the Congress government. He said that they are directionless and who are failing to protect the interests of the farmers in the state. Let's listen in.
It is a directionless government, and they have been themselves confused. They are unable to take some bold decisions. They are unable to protect our state interests in interstate water disputes. Now, another 5,000 has been recommended, and if they are going to leave it, there will be no left for drinking water, and there will be no water left to Cauvery Basin. This will affect the state, especially Bangalore and other townships in Cauvery area, and the farmers of Cauvery. This is a total mismanagement of Cauvery waters.
Well, and the farmers of Karnataka are not the one to sit on their backs and hope for some solution. In the light of the CWRC order, the farmers earlier staged a protest near the KRS Dam and even blocked the highway near Srirangpatna. They have only one demand, not to release water to Tamil Nadu.
Even as farmers in the state of Karnataka continue to protest over the state having to release water to the neighbouring state of Tamil Nadu, the Cauvery Water Management Authority met today and it was decided that the state would have to release 5,000 cusecs of water to Tamil Nadu. Remember that even as the heat on ground and the pressure on the Congress government is growing in the state, on the other hand is the Supreme Court that's going to be hearing out the matter again likely on September 1st. Now, the Cauvery Water Management Authority, while directing the state to release 5,000 cusecs, would also have to file a compliance report with the Supreme Court on September 1st, where again both the states, of course, would be arguing. Now, this comes even as the state of Karnataka has gone on to, of course, challenge this and even question the CWMA about the deficit of water in the state and how the state can be expected to release water at this time.
Tamil Nadu government has been demanding more water, but then definitely this 5,000 cusecs that is going to be released from Cauvery to Tamil Nadu by Karnataka is definitely it's going to be of considerable use because farmers in the delta districts of Tamil Nadu, their irrigation and agricultural activities is totally dependent on the Cauvery water. And for the past couple of months, Tamil Nadu has not receiving its rightful share of water from Karnataka, and this has been causing a lot of distress and suffering to the farmers here, especially in the delta districts, of Tamil Nadu. And now this 5,000 cusecs for the next 15 days, this will be of considerable help. But this Cauvery dispute is being heard by the Supreme Court also on coming Friday, during the next hearing. The Tamil Nadu government will put forward their demands and requirements in front of the top court's bench because this 5,000 cusecs might be enough for the next few days, but in the longer run, this will definitely not be enough, and the state will be in need of more water. And for that, the Supreme Court has to, do something about it. And these requests and requirements will be put forward in front of the top court on Friday.
Well, we've discussed this. We've questioned the government, we've asked the opposition, but once again, today 5,000 cusecs of water being released. How does the government really react? How does the opposition react? Let's open this up. Prashanth GS, spokesperson, the BJP with us. We also have Syam Prasad Meka, political analyst. We also have Purag Gandhi, spokesperson from the DMK, BS Arun, senior journalist, joining us. Let's first ask Mr. Syam Prasad Meka, because somewhere we believe he's going to defend the Congress or speak on behalf of them at this point in time. Mr. Prasad, at this point, 5,000 cusecs of water, it's not something that, we were releasing. But right now, the CWRC, followed by the Management Authority as well, has said the same thing. What are the options at this point in time? Are you looking at probably Supreme Court as the last resort or going ahead with this particular order?
No, I think we need to comply with the order and then await the final judgment of Supreme Court, rather than making it a Karnataka versus Tamil Nadu sort of politics. This is, see, water is a scarce resource. Both the states need it. When it is in shortage, I think we need to find a solution. We need to see some political and administrative brinkmanship rather than trying to make it people versus people kind of issue. I think I'm confident that both the governments are mature enough and handle it as per the directions of the Supreme Court. But I would also like the central government to be more proactive and jump into the issue and talk to both the state governments and help them in trying to find out a solution. Instead of coming out during the time of elections and talking about double engine and all that nonsensical thing, which is actually clear violation of the oath of unbiasedness of the Prime Minister. But at least he need to show the
Well, Meka, firstly, I want to tell our viewers the
Yes.
importance of the Cauvery water and why we are discussing it. It's because it's not just the farmers along the Cauvery basin, but even people living in, a city like Bengaluru need to be worried about this particular issue because right now there is shortage of rainfall. So water coming to our homes. Now, most of the people in Bengaluru do not get Cauvery water, throughout the week. They get it twice a week, some places thrice, in some places even once. And that could reduce even further. So your dependency, of course, is going to increase. When you go back to your homes, you'll have to probably, especially those living in the apartments, already are dependent on water tankers. People living in individual homes could also come to that situation is what the real concern is. Now, Mr. Meka, you are going on to say that the center should interfere, probably should sit down and have a discussion with these two states. The question I've been asking for the last 1 week or so has what has stopped the Congress party? You have an alliance with the DMK. You're looking at a stronger India alliance of sorts where once again, of course, you're looking at how the DMK and the Congress are going to come together even for 2024. But as far as Cauvery water is concerned, you don't want to sit and discuss it. You're saying that the Prime Minister should have a deliberation or the center should intervene. Where exactly does the problem here lie, Mr. Meka?
I think you are mixing up politics with the administration of the state. We are, unlike BJP, the Congress party doesn't mix both politics and its governance. Governance is a different thing. We'll let the executive of the states to handle that. And it has nothing to do
So,
with
Meka, we are not
political
taking in some
party
theory
as a
class here.
unit.
Please talk to the fact. Don't now take a different rhetoric.
Hold on, Mr. Prashanth. Let him complete. Let him complete. You can rebut as soon as he finishes.
No, he's giving a theory class, which is not the need of the hour. He's talking some theory. He's not answering to the point. Let him answer to your question first. Then we can talk. We are not here to take theory lessons from the Congress.
Mr. Prashanth, hold on. I am going to ask him. Let him complete. Go ahead, Mr. Prasad Meka. Go ahead.
Yeah, see, what I'm saying is the governments are different entities. Let's not mix them up with the political parties and their political fights, right? So that's how we run our governments. And I'm confident that both the governments, Tamil Nadu and Karnataka, will find out a solution. This is not the issue
Okay, what purpose does an alliance serve?
One against the other.
Mr. Prasad Meka, okay, I agree with you. You keep politics aside and you keep this particular issue aside. What purpose does an alliance serve? To the people of Karnataka, to the people of Tamil Nadu, your alliance with the DMK, the Congress's alliance with the DMK, what purpose does it serve?
Okay, alliance is about building the political thinking and the general direction of the politics. Governance is driven by the Constitution, by the constitutional responsibilities of the executive arm of the state. Simple. Why are they mixing both? Just because the Prime Minister of the country
alliance in no way helps the people of Karnataka or the people of Tamil Nadu. So you're saying as far as governance is concerned, your alliance is not going to help governance in any way, even if it can.
Alliance is not going to interfere in the governance. Governance will go on its own, as per the interests of the people of the country.
No, okay, let Mr. Prashanth come in because, I time and again find the same answer coming in from most of the Congress sympathizers or spokespersons and even from the DMK. Because Mr. Gandhi, coming to you as well, because, we spoke about this, I believe, a few days ago too. But yes, let's have the DMK speak as well, Prashanth, and then you can come in.
Okay.
See, we are not interested in any confrontation with any state government, as we are all neighbors. But we have to protect the interests of people and the farmers of Tamil Nadu. who depend on Cauvery for their livelihood. Here, let us see the situation here. Tamil Nadu has a peculiar issue when it comes to water. It is on the eastern side of the Western Ghats, which receives less rainfall, unlike Kerala or Karnataka for that matter, which is on the western side of the Western Ghats. And hence, they receive more rainfall. See, the problem is Tamil Nadu is largely a plain and a drought region. Therefore, we have to heavily depend upon interstate rivers like Cauvery or even for Mullaperiyar for our livelihood. It is a survival issue. Further, no state can claim any ownership over an interstate river, be it Cauvery or Mullaperiyar, and the waters from that river needs to be shared equitably by both the parties. Here, today, what is the issue here? Today, we are only asking for the monthly legitimate due share in the waters of Cauvery. As per the data, the Karnataka is supposed to release 54 TMC feet of water for the month of August, but they have released only 16 TMC feet of water. That is the reason why we approached the authority, and the authority has directed, because there is a balance of 37.9 TMC feet of water.
Are you happy with this order, Mr. Pugal Gandhi? Are you happy with this order today?
No, we see our requirement is much more, but the point is at least we have achieved something, because otherwise our farmers will have a very serious problem. Not only our farmers, our drinking water requirement itself will have a very serious problem, because even with respect to the facts, we have got a larger river basin, because out of the total length of 800 kilometers of the river, only 320 kilometers runs through Karnataka and 480 kilometers runs through Tamil Nadu. Therefore, Tamil Nadu has got a larger river basin, roughly equal to 44,000 square kilometers of river basin here, whereas Karnataka has got only 24,000 square kilometers. So, more land area, more people, more farmers are dependent on Cauvery River for their livelihood. That is our problem. We are not for any confrontation with any state government. We are asking our monthly due, which is being fixed legitimately by the Cauvery River Management Authority. That is it. We are not asking anything extra.
But when there is a situation of distress, when the rainfall is lower, that's where I keep coming back and asking, there has to be some sort of discussion between, the two governments, whether you're alliance partners or not. But that discussion hasn't happened despite the fact that you have friendly faces when you stand on top of a stage. But when it comes to the water sharing issues, you don't want to look eye to eye and discuss this matter. That's where I'm really, asking this question. I'll bring in the BJP as well. Mr. Prashanth has been wanting to come in. Mr. Prashanth, the BJP stand here is we are going to back the Congress here.
Let me clarify one point. This particular sharing
formula
was decided.
I'll come back to you, Mr. Gandhi. I'll come back to you.
Okay.
I'll come back to you, Mr. Gandhi. Let the BJP as well come in. They've been patient. Prashanth, you've been saying you're going to back the Congress. 5,000 cusecs of water to be released. That's the order that's come in. How are you going to take this up, as far as the politics in the state is concerned? Because the BJP has been, taking it on politically as well.
See, Deepak, you need to understand how the Congress government in Karnataka has failed the farmers of Karnataka here. Especially those in the Cauvery basin, they have failed them. Why? Listen to it carefully. What have they done? Tamil Nadu wanted excess water. They filed petition in the Supreme Court. Karnataka government, being directionless now, is in the process of filing affidavits in the Supreme Court. But whereas they have not even made any legal move, they have to bring out on record that actually there is no water to be released. It is not a question of for 320 square kilometers in Karnataka, 480 in Tamil Nadu, 24,000 square kilometers in Karnataka, and 44. No, it's not that mathematics what we are talking about. There needs to be water available first to be released. But now look at how DMK and Congress, being in power in both the states, are playing politics with the farmers of both the states. Congress here says they will want to file petitions, but they will not file petitions. They will say they will abide by the CWRC, whereas DMK will go on and say that they'll file petition in the Supreme Court. It is only they're pleasing it is the act of pleasing the allies. Congress wants to please DMK, and DMK wants to have Congress as a junior partner in Tamil Nadu. Accepting that, they're playing politics over water here. They're not keeping in mind the welfare of farmers at all. Because you look at how even in this panel, the Congress spokesperson normally now is masquerading as a political analyst for this show, because otherwise he'll be confronted with the DMK spokesperson to say, look, Congress versus DMK now, what is the position? They want to take the opposite stands. They're wanting now center to step in. Why? Why are they wanting center to step in now? Let DK Shivkumar and Stalin, who were on the stage for I.N.D.I.A alliance, talk and see which farmer has to be better and how much water to be released. No need of even central government intervening. Don't even go to the CWRC. arrange a meeting of both the state governments, all party meetings if required, and come to equitable solution. Congress is not interested in doing it in Karnataka. I'm
Okay,
not sure
this
what
issue
DMK
is of
up
course
to there
not
in Tamil
something that
Nadu,
we've seen this
but
year.
they're
This
playing
is an
politics,
issue that
they're playing with
people
farmers'
of
lives.
Karnataka, people of Tamil Nadu have been dealing with for decades now. B.S. Arun, of course, a senior veteran journalist, have seen many such confrontations, many such drought years, many such water crises occurring, protests, some of them even turning violent. Mr. Arun, how do you really look at this at this point in time? The order that's come in from, the management authority for release of 5,000 cusecs, and especially considering around the KRS, Mandya, Srirangpatna region, the protests, of course, are continuing unabated. It's probably 7 days now that we've seen continuous protests.
And
Yes,
Deepak,
Deepak.
the state government has not bothered to address the farmers' needs here. Keep that in mind.
Here,
And
the
I
problem
need to quickly
is the
Hold
one
on,
which is
hold
doing
on.
politics.
give a rebuttal.
Deepak, let me speak.
BJP is the one which is
Go
doing
ahead.
politics.
Go ahead,
Let me
Mr.
speak.
Arun.
Deepak, I need to
Let
give
me
a
speak.
rebuttal. I'm not masquerading here, my friend.
I'll come
As
back.
you can
I'll come
see
back
right
to you.
behind
I'll come
me.
back to both the DMK and the Congress.
Yeah,
Just hold on. Just hold on. Both the DMK and the Congress. I'm coming back. Hold on.
Change my title. I am not masquerading, my
Mr.
friend.
Arun, go ahead.
Yeah, it's been a testing time, both administratively and politically, for the Congress government in Karnataka. It's just 100 days old now, but then it is facing a real problem on hand. The drought has returned to Karnataka after a gap of some 5 years. It was in 2018 that Karnataka last saw this kind of a situation where water, both for drinking purposes as well as for irrigation, has become a problem. It has become a problem in Karnataka. It's become a problem in Tamil Nadu. Tamil Nadu has been demanding more water. Now, as you mentioned, the Cauvery Management Authority has approved the yesterday's meeting of the regulatory authority and said 5,000 cusecs have to be released every day for the next 15 days, which means 7.5 TMC of water has to be released at Belikundlu to Tamil Nadu. Karnataka has been saying that it's difficult because it doesn't have water in the KRS dam or in the Cauvery reservoirs, which is also true. Because as you may have seen, there has been no rainfall in Karnataka for the last more than a month. So there's a huge problem. Karnataka has yesterday mentioned to the authority meeting that there is a shortage of 42%. I'm not saying that Tamil Nadu is not facing. Tamil Nadu is also facing the problem, a huge problem at that. But then Karnataka has some points to tell the other board members in the Cauvery meeting yesterday and today, which was that Tamil Nadu utilized some 60 TMC of water, which is a huge quantity of water to its crops in a span of just 2 months. This Karnataka says was not required. It was not required, and because of that, now the storage level in the Meturu Dam has come down drastically, and because of this, Tamil Nadu is facing a huge problem. So, and this has made Karnataka to release more water because it's the Tamil Nadu has demanded the same. Now the issue will be going before Supreme Court on Friday, where again both the states will present their side of arguments. Karnataka is in a very ticklish position because it cannot say that it cannot release water because the Cauvery Management Authority was formed by the Supreme Court, and now the issue will go before Supreme Court. It also may lead to a contempt of court case. So it has to at least show that it will release some quantity of water, may not be 5,000 cusecs, to tell the Supreme Court that look, we have released water, but we cannot release water to the extent of 5,000 cusecs a day, which is going to hamper Karnataka's plans of irrigation as well as drinking water. As you have mentioned, Bangalore, which receives its drinking water from Cauvery, is already facing water shortage. Some areas, especially in the outskirts, are getting water only once in 3-4 days. My friend was telling me that he is getting water only through water tankers. So that is the kind of situation here. Yeah. And obviously, Karnataka may tell the Supreme Court that it may not be able to release as much water as the Cauvery authority has demanded. So it will be over to Supreme Court on Friday. I think every state in these South India will be looking forward for this meeting and what the Supreme Court will tell these states, direct these states? Deepak.
Okay, let's bring back the Congress. They wanted to make a point. The Supreme Court, of course, probably is what the Congress is hoping will give them some sort of relief from this particular order of the authority. But last time we should remember that the Supreme Court said that we are not experts. Go back to the authority. So are you really hoping for any solid relief coming in from the Supreme Court, or are you gearing up for releasing of this amount of water?
No, first of all, it's a question of ability, right? So we want to comply with the orders of the authorities, but we need to be mindful of the availability of water, and we need to let the Supreme Court and the authorities to know the ground reality, and then we are sure they'll come up with a fair solution. That's what we need to do instead of making it a political issue and try to pit
Well, that was the
people.
opportunity today,
It
Mr.
is a
Shah.
political issue, Mr. Meka.
That was the opportunity
DK
today.
Shivkumar, Siddaramaiah and Stalin have to sit together. Why are they not doing it? Why has the Congress and DMK or allies who are wanting to form this I.N.T.I.A alliance, part of that, not sitting together and discussing? Why are they hesitant to discuss? There is no meeting called for by the Congress here and the DMK there. If at all, what is suggesting that they should have a safe solution, they have done nothing of that sort. Each one is playing politics, and Congress here is failing the farmers of Karnataka time and again by cozying up to its ally there. And we are not sure what DMK is up to there. But there has been no meeting announced to the best of our knowledge that Congress and DMK has wanted to sit together and come to equitable solution to ensure that Karnataka farmers' interest is taken care of, and also Tamil Nadu farmers are taken care of. I don't think Congress is in a mood to do that. They're only wanting to play politics, and they're doing it. They are not interested in the welfare of these people at all, and they have been doing what they're doing best: divide people. They're only wanting to be in power, but not at the cost of governance at all. They don't want to give governance, and they're wanting to give lame excuses such as governance is different, government is different, allies is different. Why?
Okay.
You have an ally.
Mr.
Talk
Prashanth,
to them.
Mr.
Get them on
Prashanth,
board.
let him. I allowed you to rebut in between. I allowed you to rebut in between. Now let him complete. Mr. Meka, go ahead.
See, I don't know if it is a lame excuse. I'm telling you simply, don't talk about Congress and DMK to sit together. It's the government of Tamil Nadu and government of Karnataka need to speak. Keep Congress, DMK out of it, please. It's an issue between the states. Let them handle it. Don't politicize.
Why is the alliance then, Mr. Meka? Why do you need an alliance then?
Well,
if you're not wanting to sort out issues arising between states and the welfare of the people, why do you want to have this alliance? It depicts again that you're only here
Mr.
for
Arun,
political
Mr.
gains
Arun,
and not for welfare
let's
of
bring
the
in
people.
a neutral perspective here. Let's bring in a neutral perspective, into the debate with Mr. Arun. How do you really look at it when we talk about the alliance? Because if you're looking at the I.N.T.I.A alliance going forward in 2024, right now, issues like this, when you have two states that can actually have chief ministers sit across the table and have dialogue, do you think that such matters can actually find some resolution at least across the table, or at least an attempt should have been made?
I very much doubt whether the two states will meet, although they are the allies. I very much doubt, because I don't think they will, because this may not end in a solution. Such is the situation. The drought in both states are demanding it. They will stick to their own decisions. And you already have a body where the officials will meet at the direction of the state chief minister. And also Karnataka has already held an all-party meeting, just about a week back. And they have resolved to meet the prime minister to put forth their case. So when that is the case, I very much doubt whether the two state chief ministers will meet, because it may not result in a solution for them.
Okay, right. Let's have a last word from Mr. Gandhi before I wrap. I'm running out of time. Mr. Gandhi, you wanted to make a point very quickly, please.
Just 3 points. One is we are not asking anything extra. We are only asking our legitimate due share, which has not been given to us in the month of August. Point number 1. Point number 2, regarding the politics, BJP is playing the politics. The state unit of BJP in Tamil Nadu says water should be released, whereas the state unit of Karnataka says water should not be released. They are known for doing politics. They are not having any consistent stand. Point number 3, For 10 years, ADMK was in power, which is an ally of BJP, and even in Karnataka, BJP was in power, and in union government, BJP was in power. Even then, they didn't sit across and resolve this issue. So BJP is known for its double standards and political maneuvering, nothing more.
Greatest irony is that
Deepak,
DMK
Unfortunately
talking
for the
about
BJP,
these
at
things
least in the
because
last term that they were here in
we have seen
Karnataka,
what
there
they're
was
doing.
abundant rainfall. So this sort of an issue
Corruption,
didn't emerge
dynasty
as much as
politics is what Congress
it
in
has at this point in time. But there is a real issue at hand. I'm sorry, we are out of time. We are out of time. I thank all the guests who've joined us. Now, at this point in time, people, of course, living in both the states somewhere should ensure that the water that they're receiving into their taps as well should be used, very carefully, because at this point in time, it looks like if the rains do not come, there could be a serious crisis, especially in a city like Bengaluru. We're going to keep a close track as to what happens in the Supreme Court as well. We're moving on and thanking all our guests for joining us and sharing their insights. Now, a fresh blame game, meanwhile, has broken out in Andhra Pradesh. This is over the Chittoor violence. Chief Minister